Welcome to The Hurt is the Same. My name is Chantel Johnson, and each show is dedicated to my son, Christopher Johnson, who was the 109 homicide right here in Jackson, Mississippi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to The Hurt is the Same. As you know, hey, we ain't never on time, but we on time. How y'all doing? I want to encourage y'all to call in tonight on any subject that you want to talk about. And as y'all see, I'm representing the fight that's going on around Jackson tonight. Homicide. You know that's the first thing on this platform each and every show. 1-800-492-5186. But we also talk about anything that you want to talk about with the public. As I told y'all, this platform is for the community. Please get involved. Call in 1-800-492-5186. We're going to jump right on in. A lot of people been calling me about these high-speed chases coming from out of the surrounding areas. Over in North Jackson, some parents was concerned about a car coming past them doing 120. The suspect, along with the other county police department, talk about people running red lights, not stopping at stop signs, putting people, parents, and the elderly at stake. Today I seen that someone lost their life for walking the dog. Y'all got to do better, man. You really got to do better. If you don't care about yourself, that's fine, but you're endangering others with the stuff that you do. A good friend of mine that's a business owner here, he told me about, his mom doing what she's supposed to do as a driver, and someone just no respect for the red lights or the stop signs, and almost like to hit his mom head on, So y'all got to do better around here, most definitely. And these homicides, I don't even know where to start at with that. It's like y'all don't care. It's like y'all don't want to talk about it. It's not interested. But on this platform, it's the number one thing. We're going to keep it in your face. We're going to let you know that those lives matter. They are not just case numbers. To the 100 and some families that was added to this side of this lifetime, baby, 1 second at a time. Everybody else going to tell you one day. But I'm going to tell you 1 second, because that's what we do already for the ones that's already on this side. We take 1 second at a time. And the days just fall in with the seconds and the hours and the minutes. So, as I said, I want to encourage y'all to call in 1-800-492-5186. The water. Let's talk about the water for a second, y'all. Everybody know what's going on, what's fit to take place, and what's been taking place. Big ups to the organizations who've been taking their time out distributing the water. I ran up on one of the guests that I had here from Bobby's organization. I seen him out there in Rebelwood. They still at it, still doing what they do. I want to thank them. I want to thank... Ooh, my bad. Hit the wrong button. But I want to thank them and thank all the other organizations. I want to encourage the women. Can y'all get these people to vote? Since everybody talking about they got P power, can you have V power? Huh? Can you make your power? Get somebody to push a button? Huh? Can you help them out with that? Huh? And I think if you got the P power, you'll have the voting power. That's just something I just had to throw in there, y'all, But other than that, hey, we're going to keep it moving. They also wanted me to talk about this lawsuit that was taking place against the roadblocks. Hood, y'all missed the bag. I'm going to give you my own personal opinion, and I don't care how you take it, but I'm going to tell you like this. They cashed in on the hood, baby. That's just the way I see it. To each his own. The hood, y'all need roadblocks, and the way parents is losing their children and lives are being lost on these Jackson Street, hell, you need a roadblock 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and damn, there need to be a checkpoint coming in and out like a damn hurricane or a tsunami, because that is what's going on these streets, you know? So, hey, they got a bag, baby. I was talking to a lady today. And it's just the cultures. It's just the mindset. You know, you take the people who don't look like us, that's in that poverty line and similar to us, see, they ain't raised to go to the welfare office. They raised to do a lawsuit. Yeah. Yeah. Different mind frames, different bags. That's where you say, big bank take lit bank. You know? They ain't going for the lit bank. They going for the big one. And I'm sorry that they felt like they was being discriminated on the roadblocks in a predominantly black neighborhood. I'm sorry that they feel like it was being targeted. But guess what? The black neighborhoods is where the hell they need to be at. That's where the crime is at. That's where the mothers are losing their kids at. Generations at a time. So that's my personal opinion on it. The hood slipping. And they got it. First come, first serve. And I ain't knocking the hustle. Hey, to each his own. I just see through the red smoke. I just see through the red tape. And I know how they taught and how we taught is two different things. You know, it's all a hustle. It's just what you're going to go after. You're going to go after the little bag or the big bag. And they went after the big bag. They filed the lawsuit and won. And got JPD to stop holding the roadblocks. In your hood where your kids dying at. Last time I checked, they ain't lost nobody in the hood. They ain't buried nobody from the crime. Not at all. So how the hell were they discriminated against? But that's what y'all let goes on and don't nobody say nothing. But as I said, that's my personal opinion from what I seen. Dealing with that. All right? They say a new jail coming soon. I heard about the misdemeanor jail that we finna get back, which is well needed. It should have never been shut down, if you ask me. Like I say, he's finna get a new jail, I heard. The feds took over Raymond, as y'all know. I'm waiting on the results. Because seem like to me ain't nothing changed. Hell, everybody down there still got a cell phone. It's business as usual. So I'm trying to see what a change it that came with the feds taking over. Just like we still waiting on the cameras that's supposed to be put in the high crime areas last year to be able to help with these crimes. Just like the Ring doorbells, I asked the citizens to invest in to be able to help. Cause I'm just trying to see. Y'all won't even buy a Ring doorbell. But these people don't want a lawsuit, baby. Y'all are not the same. You are not the same. They done got a bag with no loss. Literally. So I'm encouraging y'all to call in 492-5186. As I said, talk about whatever you want to talk about, whenever you want to talk about. Y'all call my personal number all day, every day. You know. Only thing I'm encouraging and let you know, fear and faith can't lie in the same heart. So it's time to pick a side. Fear and faith cannot lie in the same heart. So you literally got to pick a side. And my mind keep going to, my heart goes out to these homicide victims, to the families. You know, that 9-year-old girl, when I was doing the show last weekend, last Wednesday, you know, I didn't know nothing because I was up in here, and I get a phone call Thursday telling me that's my great niece. That was my sister's son's daughter. So my heart goes out to her mom's side of the family and all the other homicide victims or victims of any type of hurt, any type of loss of life, that's why this platform is called The Hurt is the Same. Because any hurts that can be corrected. But when a life is taken, there's no correction that can be taken. So, only accountability. The election is coming up. Time is winding down. I hope y'all already registered to vote, and I hope you get out to vote. Because I don't need y'all calling talking about who on the bench. Because, see, this is the election for you to know who on the bench. You won't have to call and ask when something go down. Because you already know, I know who on the bench. And they characters on the bench. So, it's for you all to know, to get involved. As I said, call in 1-800-492-5186. It's just so much going on around here. That's why I went to the rear as I was getting ready. I said, yeah, I need something that's going to represent the city is on fire. Because it seems like everybody else done went to sleep. Like they don't realize the city is still on fire. And as I said, now with the water messed up with a city on fire. So it's so many problems around here with so many topics the citizens can really get in whenever they get ready. Because it's just that much to talk about. Literally, it's just that much to talk about. So I'm going to keep encouraging y'all. I'm going to keep telling y'all this number now that I got it. 1-800-492-5186. Get involved. You see something, you say something. Because it's very important. And I also got to keep delivering this message to you all from these surgeons and doctors and from these hospitals around here. Just know, if your loved one gets shot with an assault rifle, the chances of them making it are slim to none. You need to hear this over and over and over again so it'll sink in y'all head so you can understand. It's like a grenade hole hitting the body. It's nothing for them to fix. It's nothing for them to repair. So until y'all citizens get up and start complaining and care about the loss of life around this city from these assault rifles, everybody losing. Everybody. I tell y'all this on almost every show. These doctors do not want to keep coming out telling families, I did all I can do. I'm sorry. He didn't make it. She didn't make it. They sick of it. They care. And they literally want the hood to get better. Because I'm here to tell you, ain't nobody coming in with no assault rifle bullets that don't look like us. They ain't coming in there. Now that's something where the percentage is low. You want to know a low percentage where it's almost not a percentage at all? That one right there. The people that look like us, people that don't look like us, they not coming in through the ERs with assault rifle bullets to the human body. Now they might come in with some stab wounds from a switchblade or something, from a bar fight, or a bottle being busted upside their head, maybe a tire iron jack or something from a fight. But they not coming through the ER doors the way that our kids and our loved ones and the people that look like us are going in rapidly. They going in and being rolled out. Literally. And if you don't believe it, go over there to that graveyard. They running out of sections. They got all the way toward the back now. So, Jacksonians, Jackson, Mississippi, all surrounding towns that's being affected by this crime, y'all got to get involved. The people who hadn't had a loss, as I tell y'all all the time, you all should be ahead of the people who have already suffered a loss, because you are raising kids and grandkids here, your parents here, your grandparents here, family members, friends, church members, who you love, we all right here together. And what goes on in the hood, it affects everyone. Everyone. So, hey, I'm going to let that marinate on your spirit, and we're going to go to a commercial.
Let's read and learn together. Meet Mason. Written by Sherry Tate. Illustrated by David. Mason is a young, inspired learner. Walk with him as he uses his 5 senses to explore the world around him. Your young one can learn to identify shapes, numbers, letters, and more with Meet Mason. Available now on Amazon.com.
Are you dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur, but you're not sure where or how to start? At Entrepreneurs Academy 101, our online program will guide you step by step on how to start and grow your own business. We offer courses such as how to write a business plan, how to create a budget, and so much more. Our online training program is designed for you to learn at your own pace, and there's no set order to complete this program. Because our academy is online, you have the choice to learn with a group, with friends, or individually. Upon completion of the entire curriculum, you will receive a certificate of achievement to acknowledge that you have completed the training needed to become a successful entrepreneur. So enroll today to design the life that you love. Contact your entrepreneur coach, Brenda Myers, at 601-672-0695 or visit our website at www.entrepreneursacademy101.com for more information.
Have you had your Earthblend coffee today? At Earthblend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earthblend Coffee. To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.
Welcome back to the Heard Is the Same. How y'all doing? I want to thank y'all for tuning in and encouraging y'all to get involved a little more. We have a caller on the line. Hi, caller. Welcome to the Heard Is the Same.
Hey, how's it going now?
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Heard Is
I'm
the
all
Same.
right. Thank you. This is James Hopkins, the Hopkins Foundation. I was a guest on your show a few weeks ago, and I'm listening in, and you're talking about some real good stuff, some real interesting stuff. And I just want to go ahead and tune in with you and see if we can share some thoughts.
Oh, yeah, come on now. Hey, that's what this platform is for the community. As they say what you want to say,
Okay.
how you want to say it right now.
That's right. I'm getting feedback in here. So we get a lot of feedback. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Okay. All right. First, I want to, thank you again for your show. I think it's real important that we have shows like this because, a lot of them basically about things that really don't affect everybody. But I think what you're doing on this show is a little bit of everything for everybody. So I guess the first thing I want to talk about is wasted tax dollars. Now, I'm not really sure about how this risk disposal deal is going to end up. We're going to talk about that starting out. They say they have a deal worked out with Richards, and then Waste Management is supposed to take over. But it sounds to me like the mayor is not going to approve that contract, which is probably going to end up to more lawsuits and more wasted tax dollars and things like that. So I'm just curious to find out. I want to ask you, I know it's your show, but I want to ask you, what do you think about that situation?
You know what? I can't even predict nothing. It's so wishy-washy. It's so up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, that's like predicting who's going to win the lottery.
That's right.
You know,
at first I was thinking.
We just got to wait and see. And I say that without a good feeling. You know, because we should know. As taxpaying citizens, we should know. But if you do an opinion, what you think it's gonna be, for its protocol and for its what it's supposed to be and how the structure and statute is, that's not how it is. So you got to
see. The first thing I thought it was an issue with the mayor trying to force a contract, but then I've been doing a lot of research, and what my understanding is, according to the way the law is written, whoever has the best bid gets the contract. But what I'm hearing now is it's sounding like the council members are refusing the contract simply based on the fact that they believe that the mayor is doing Richards a favor, which does not justify not giving a company a contract. Whether they believe that or not, the fact is he had the best contract. Now, I'm not lobbying for Richards or Waste Management or anyone. I just believe things ought to be done the right way. Because if they're done the right way, you save a lot of time and you save a lot of money. Not to mention a lot of embarrassment. Because right now, we're like the laughing stock of the state. Not just because of trash, but like you said earlier, you got water issues. And the biggest thing, we had crime issues. But, just sticking with the trash right now, I believe that first it was just the mayor's issue. But at some point, you have to just say, okay, well, let's just do the right thing to put this behind us. And I just don't see any of them doing the right thing, So it kind of makes me wonder, is somebody taking money? Is somebody being paid under the table? Now, there are some council members that I think I've spoken with you several times about, that I do believe in and do trust in, but there's some real fishy going on.
Wow.
And I'm not going to call names or anything like that, but I just believe, like, if we're going to be the capital city and we're going to stick with what we have, which is Black Democratic leadership, I think at some point they're going to have to do something, that's positive and do something that makes them fit. Because right now, absolutely nothing that they're doing in this city makes sense. Not with the garbage, not with the water, not with the crime, none of that stuff. So I'm just questioning what's really going on with that deal.
Well, that's why I said what I said. Because I said in the beginning, something in the milk ain't clean. And
something in the milk.
As my grandma used to say,
it's
something in the milk ain't clean. And I said that in the beginning and I said it now. Because I totally agree with you. Nothing makes sense going on in this city. That's what I was saying. Nothing is protocol.
Right.
And you really, on the trash deal, you really can't even voice your opinion. Because
you can't voice an opinion. You're right, because you don't know who's lying.
It's so limbo, and it's so out of order to where, hell, it's like they redid it and put their own clause in it.
Right.
Because their actions is showing they're going to do what they want to do. And it's unfortunately, the citizens and everybody else, we just actually watching two people argue without money.
Two people argue. That's it. That's what it
I
basically
look at it
boils
like
down
two
to.
people arguing with our money. And the owners of the money ain't saying nothing. They put it
Right.
down in simple terms.
That's right. That's us. That's us.
You know? And
So, I want to
totally
move
agree.
on. Yeah, because I think, like you said, this is one of those situations, this trash situations. I think it's gonna go on for a minute. Like I said, like the mayor said, and I'm not a fan of the mayor. I'm not for or against the mayor, but like I said, you know, the council cannot create a contract. That has to come from the mayor's office. So that's why I believe there's another lawsuit on the way with that, which is more tax dollars wasted.
Man, by the time these people get
let's
through
move
with us,
on
we
to
gonna be
the
damn near bankrupts.
Don't be bankrupt. Yeah, but that's why the state doesn't give us money, though. You know, the state has all this funding that they can give the city. But every time the city asks for funding, the first thing the state says is, how have you spent the money that it already have? And when they go back and check the records, they're going to find out we spent the majority of our money on lawsuits. And it wasn't lawsuits against other companies or other cities or states. It's lawsuits the city suing the city. Now, how dumb is that?
Hey, I hate to say it, hell, it fit the characters of the people that's running. And that's just my personal opinion. But we in bad shape.
And they'll be right back like that. Every next election time, they'll be back up. And the same people who don't vote won't vote next time. And we have the same people in office again doing the same thing all over again. And people will be complaining all over again. All we have to do is get out and vote.
And if the hood got out and vote, we'll win by a landslide.
We in by a landslide because there are more people who are aggravated and pissed off with what's going on in this city than there are that are satisfied. But there's also more people who won't vote than there are that will. I think the last election, mayoral election, had, I think, a total of 23,000 people voted. Now, you have 66,000 voters who are registered, but only 23,000 voted. Can you imagine if the other 40-some thousand decided to vote this term but make a change in the elections? I could see changes across the board, not just in the mayoral election. But I think we need changes across the board. I think we need new faces, new names, new ideas, and people who are willing to work together. If you don't agree with what I'm sending you the first time, let's go into a room, let's negotiate, let's try to compromise instead of turning around and say, I'm going to sue you then if I can't have it my way. It's like everybody in City Hall is spoiled brat.
Well, yeah, they didn't got used to it. And you know, and
then we have all these marches.
Oh, man.
Right, nobody's taking account. Everybody's pointing fingers. I'm going to point at you, it's your fault, it's your fault, it's your fault. I think it's all of their fault. I think if Richards had the best bid, then the council was wrong for not giving him a contract. Then I think the mayor was wrong for trying to force a contract by vetoing a bill that didn't exist anymore because it was voted down. You know, so it's just a matter of everybody trying to say, I'm going to get the W, I'm going to get the W, and you're going to get an L. And nobody wants to work together. Nobody wants to take the law. So they're going to fight. They're going to waste our money. They're not going to waste theirs. Everybody's going to put trash out, but everybody's not going to vote for the company that's picking up the trash. You know, it's crazy. But everybody's downtown. We have all these marches down on the governor's messing about keeping the water system. We keep the water system. What are we going to do with it? We had somebody running the water system, that didn't even know how many certified employees they had. But we'll go downtown and march on the governor's mess and say we deserve to keep our own water system. Meanwhile, you got somebody being killed every single day for the last 6 days. And I haven't seen one single march on the governor's mess about crime.
Oh, they don't care nothing about that. It's profitable all the way around the board. I'm talking about, when I tell you they have went up on everything dealing with homicides, I mean everything. from the little marker, the temporary marker, it done went up too. From the time that everybody was around here losing their brains, guess what? It done went up. Everybody got new price sheets.
Right.
From the headstone people to the dirt people to the casket people.
Right.
Everybody.
Right.
I'm talking about, it's so profitable.
Oh, Jackson is a gold mine now.
And not to say nothing about
with
organs. And that's a subject within itself about the human organs.
Right.
You know, it's profitable.
Right.
It literally is. It's sad, but it's true.
Right. So we get out, we march the streets, and we talk about, I march with Better Men Society sometimes. Sometimes I have my own programs. We go out, we go in these communities, and we pray for these people. We pray for peace, and we do everything we can. But, we're private citizens. There's very little that we can do, but the people who can do and can make a difference, they work at like 9 to 5 jobs, and they go home, and they don't care. You have citizens killing each other every single day. Now, I don't approve of Capitol Police shooting anybody, but I do approve of having more police. If Capitol Police have to take over this whole city, I'm okay with that, as long as they're going to do it the right way. I'm all about what's right. Now, if JPD is on the man, say, hey, we're on the man. If you need to take over, take over. We're going to work with you. Or if you need to work with us over the entire city. I don't see that being a bad idea, as long as they're going to do it the right way. Because if you really want change, then there's some things you have to accept that you normally wouldn't accept. Now, we don't want anybody coming in, like I said, just killing our kids. But our kids are killing our kids. And they don't have these big meetings and everything when all of our kids are out here killing each other. But the moment somebody shoots somebody, he's a Capitol Police, is racist. But what is it when we're killing each other? What is it when we're killing each other? I don't understand that. I know it's one of those things where we can do it to each other, but you can't do it to us. I don't think we should be able to kill each other, and it's okay. But we're at the point now where it's almost like it's okay. Hey, we killed each other. It's okay. That's just what we do in that. And it's not okay to go around killing people. It's not okay for young people to steal weapons and give it to little kids, and they end up shooting family members. And I'm sorry to hear about that. I didn't know that was your relative that happened to. So you have my condolences.
And it's greatly appreciated. My nephew, the boys in my family, they cut from the right cloth. They are magnificent fathers. And,
right.
And he is.
And you definitely, like I said, you definitely have my prayers and everybody that I deal with.
And
but I would love to see some of these people who are fighting over trash, who are fighting to make sure that we don't get a trash contract. I would love to see some of these people come march with me. Let me tell you something that happens, Chantel. Every time I have an event, I invite people from City Hall. What I'm going to start doing is I need to get your email. When I invite them, I'm going to CC you. And every time they don't show up, I'm going to let you know they didn't show up. So we're going to start calling names out. So coming next in time, see, here's the thing. We're not comfortable in this city because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But they go home and they're comfortable. So I believe if we can't be comfortable, then they don't need to be comfortable. Every chance I have to call them out and force them to do the right thing, then that's what I'm going to start doing. Because you have 150,000 people being represented by 8 clowns. 8 clowns. We're not a circus, but they represent us like a circus. Everybody come see the show. Turn the news on. Kate Reeves laugh at the show. Everybody's laughing at the show in Jackson. National media. Yep. They talk about us. We're the capital city. And everybody wants to blame everybody. I've heard the mayor say so many times, I can talk to the president before I can talk to the governor.
Yes, I have heard him say that
If
too.
if you can't talk to the governor, then you are a failure to this city. Because if you email him and he don't answer, if you call him and he don't answer, you get in your car and you go down to his message. You know where the governor's message is. If he still don't talk to you, you meet him at one of those press conferences. But you do not accept we can't talk as an answer. It's inexcusable. It's a failure. That means he's failing us. That means he's doing just enough to say, I tried. You don't try until all your options have been depleted. And I've heard him say it so many times. And every time he says it, to me, it's disgusting. It's despicable. But these are the people that we elect.
Yep.
We elect them because they got that swag. We elect them because they know the lingo. They know how to talk. Everything that says I'm electable, that's what we go by.
Yep.
Nobody listens to what's inside of a person. Nobody cares about what a person really does or what they really been through. What have they really done before they jumped in front of that camera and say, I'm running for mayor. I'm running for city council. My daddy did it. I'm going to do it. You should vote for me because you voted for my daddy. And that's what a lot of us did. That's what a lot of us did.
Yeah.
And up until this last election, he was almost okay. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know what changed. But what I do know is a city as small as Jackson, we have no business being since 2017. We've been in the top 10 of the most dangerous cities in this state. A city as small as Jackson, one of the most dangerous cities in this country. Let me fix that, not this state. One of the most dangerous cities in this country. For 3 of those years, we've been number 1.
Yeah.
Explain that. How does that happen? How do we be number 1 in 50 states?
Well, they go to show you how
number
nobody
1,
care.
3 years. For 3 years. And we're going to be number 1 this year. Based on the statistics of where we are now.
Yep.
We're going to be number 1 again. If we're not number 1, we're going to be in the top 3.
Yep.
And that's sad. But they want to bring in business. They wonder why people are leaving. They wonder why businesses are leaving. You have to do something right. You can't be high in crime, no good, clean drinking water, plus you can't even solve a garbage dispute. You have to do something right. They're not doing anything right. Everything about Jackson says move.
Yeah.
The leaders don't get along. You can't bathe with the water. You can't drink with the water. And I don't care what they say. The water's still not clean.
Oh,
The water has good pressure, but guess what? If you're keeping up with it, there are boil water alerts every single day.
yeah.
Every day we're still having boil water alerts. They're just not the biggest story.
Right.
They said, well, log on to our website to find out where these boil water locations are. But you're not fixing anything. You're not doing anything. And everything they do, they want to keep it behind closed doors. I remember when the mayor first got in office, his favorite word was transparency. Transparency. He believed in transparency. What happens to that transparency? Maybe somebody needs to wipe the windows down because I can't see through it anymore. It's not transparent anymore. We got city council members used to work together. Now they fighting just like the Hines County supervisor.
Oh,
What part of this city says, I want to live there. I want to move there. We have all these dilapidated buildings, all of these old houses. We're getting rid of our public schools and selling them to charter schools. You know what that does? It decreases the attendance in public schools, which lessens the amount of funding that we get.
Right. Right.
Nobody thinks about stuff like that. They want to build Jackson State a stadium. I believe Jackson State deserves that stadium because they're about the only good thing we have in this city.
Yeah.
Jackson State brings all the money in this city. They said, let's keep the zoo on Capitol Street. I got mixed feelings about that.
And me too.
From a historic standpoint and the fact that, you can get the poor people in that area to go to the zoo, I'm okay with the zoo being over there. But if you're really trying to bring in tax dollars, then you have to move the zoo.
Yep.
You know, and I know that's a whole nother subject. I'm all over the place right now.
No, you
because
fine.
I'm thinking
You
about
fine,
the
baby.
things
You fine.
that can make this city a better city. You have to decide, do I want to look good or do I want to live good?
Okay, now.
My opinion is if you living good, you looking good.
Right.
Tear down all these old houses. Sell them. If the city owns these houses, they can sell them for $1. I sell them for $1. Because guess what? If they buy this house for $1, they got two options. They can fix it up or they can tear it down. Either way, guess what it does? It cleans up the community. It cleans up the community. It doesn't destroy property value. We have an old house sitting on a lot. It brings down the property value. But if you have a nice, clean lot because you tore that house down, it's not going to destroy your property value. We're holding on to hundreds of houses, buildings that the city can just get rid of. They rather hold on to these buildings, knowing they're not going to do anything with it. And then they'll end up saying we had to borrow $200,000 from Hines County to tear this hotel. Sell that hotel. Sell it for $100. I guarantee you somebody will invest in that hotel, and you tell them this hotel is $100. They will invest in that hotel. They will come in. They will fix up that hotel. It will bring in tax dollars. It will make the community look better. And everybody wins in the end. Everybody wins in the end. But it's about greed. It's about what can I do to make myself look good. Because at the end of the day, if either one of these people lose their seat, they've already set themselves up for what's next in life. The mayor's already set himself up. Aaron Banks, all these other guys, they've already set themselves up. They don't care about what you think. And everybody's going to always point the finger. Everybody points the finger. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I have a bridge in my neighborhood been out almost 3 years now.
Wow.
Small bridge. It's about 15 or 20 feet long. Talk to the councilman. Oh, the money is there. Talk to the engineer. Oh, we don't have the funds yet. Talk to the councilor again. Yeah, we waiting for the money. We've already applied for it. Well, you told me 2 months ago the money is here. Talk to him again. Well, I just gave up on it because, they telling me this. How you give up on something? You were elected to take care of stuff like this. You have to deal with the things that you don't want to deal with. Part of being a leader is being uncomfortable sometimes. Dealing with something when you can't. Be honest about it. Don't lie about it. You don't have to lie about it because people can respect you more. People can understand you more if you're just honest about what you can and can't do. I can't do everything. But what I promise you is I'm going to try my best. I can accept an answer like that. I tried, but this person wouldn't be in. I can respect that. Tell me who this person is. I'll call that person because I'm not afraid to talk to anybody. But don't lie to me. And I think we have been lied to over and over and over again to where we have started to believe that this is the way that things should be in Jackson. We should be hood. We should be gutter. If that's in us now, that's fine. But even the hood person and the gutter person still should be represented by the people who are supposed to lead this city. Nobody should be left out. It don't matter if you're a holy roller, if you're an atheist, if you're Republican, if you're Democrat, if you're black, if you're white. We have leaders and representatives to represent us, regardless of who you are, unconditional. None of that stuff should matter. I shouldn't be underrepresented because I live in Georgetown as opposed to being represented for living in East Oak.
I totally agree.
Because guess what? My money still pays the taxes in this city.
Right.
I shouldn't be underrepresented if I don't vote as opposed to somebody who voted. Because I still pay taxes in this city.
And that's what's going on.
But the main thing people are concerned with in leadership is that voting bloc And the people who complain about the way things are going in the city, if you don't vote, you really don't have a reason to complain. Because you're basically saying, I accept whatever they give me.
I totally
And whatever they give me, I'm happy with it. That's what you're essentially saying. And I know everybody don't vote. I can't reason with you.
Right.
I haven't always voted. I'm part of the problem too. But when you vote, it makes a difference. And people say, well, they know who they want to win anyway.
No.
If everybody voted, you'll find out. If everybody even registered to vote, all you got to do is, if you're registered to vote, you'll see a change in these communities that they don't pay any attention to. And let me tell you how they pay attention. Now, you already know this, Chantel.
Yeah.
They go down that voting block. How many people in this community vote? How many in that community vote?
Yeah.
The lower the number, the less attention they pay to these communities.
Yeah.
That's why you have some people in neighborhood like Kenneth Stokes say raw boo-boo coming up out of the ground. Because they got 70 people on the voting roll.
Right.
They don't care about no 70 people.
Well, we're going to go to
You're not going to see that in Bell Haven where they...
Hold that thought, James. We're going to go to that commercial. We're going to go to a commercial right fast and come right back.
Let's read and learn together. Meet Mason. Written by Sherry Tate. Illustrated by David. Mason is a young, inspired learner. Walk with him as he uses his 5 senses to explore the world around him. Your young one can learn to identify shapes, numbers, letters, and more with Meet Mason. Available now on Amazon.com.
Are you dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur, but you're not sure where or how to start? At Entrepreneurs Academy 101, our online program will guide you step by step on how to start and grow your own business. We offer courses such as how to write a business plan, how to create a budget, and so much more. Our online training program is designed for you to learn at your own pace, and there's no set order to complete this program. Because our academy is online, you have the choice to learn with a group, with friends, or individually. Upon completion of the entire curriculum, you will receive a certificate of achievement to acknowledge that you have completed the training needed to become a successful entrepreneur. So enroll today to design the life that you love. Contact your entrepreneur coach, Brenda Myers, at 601-672-0695 or visit our website at www.entrepreneursacademy101.com for more information.
Welcome back to The Herd is the Same. Mr. James, are you still there?
I'm still here.
All right now. Hey, I totally agree with everything that you say. As my grandma used to say, if you start lying, I would have stopped you. But I didn't stop you. So we're going to take it on now. Go and do your last closing arguments. And I thank you for coming on. And, hey, this interview was almost better than you sitting over here to the side of me.
Look, next time I'm going to try to be here. I run the weather.
That's all right.
Nice. I ain't want to come in there and get you sick.
But that's all right. As they say, it's more than one way to skin it. Modern technology.
Right.
Hey, we on the line, baby.
There you go. Look, I want to say something that I'm looking at Miss Anastasia Nichols. And, she said everybody stop caring about and moving out of Jackson is a great thing to do. Like, this is the kind of stuff that probably a majority of the people in Jackson believe. And this is how a majority of the people in Jackson feel. They feel hopeless and they feel helpless.
Yeah.
But if everybody that felt like this really came out and really spoke up, went to City Hall, made a difference, we would not have to deal with this. Jackson is not at the point of no return.
Right.
We just need the people who feel like Miss Nichols on here, the people that feel like me, the people that feel like you. We need these type of people to speak out.
Yeah.
It's okay to speak out. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? A closed mouth don't get fed.
Amen.
I don't care who I talk. If I run into a leader, look, I've argued with the mayor. I've argued with the chief. I've argued with council members. And guess what? They respect me. They may not like me, but they're going to respect me. And they're going to listen to what I have to say. Now, they can make the option to keep being who they are, but I'm building up an army, and we're going to get them out of there. And if Ms. Nichols is still here in 2024 during the next election, she's going to find out that she don't have to leave Jackson because Jackson is going to come back. There's something better coming to Jackson.
Sure is.
And if she's not here, I still respect that too. But one way or another, they're going to have to, like my grandmama used to say, you're going to shape up or you're going to ship out.
All right now.
And we're going to get them out. And for my closing statement, again, I just want to thank you for having me on here. I want to say always show love to whoever you meet, because you never know who that person may be in your life. You never know what they may be going through. And you might be that one person that stops them from going out killing somebody or killing themselves. So always show love. Always show love.
Hey, that's my main ingredient. I don't know nothing else. But I totally agree with everything that you said. Most definitely. And Miss Anastasia, she lost her son this year. It haven't even been 4 or 5 months. So when I tell you it's a lot of families that's hurting from all aspects of their problems or the problems that we have here. And I'm not going nowhere. Hey, this is home. Right. This is home. And
yeah, it's home for me too. I'm not going anywhere. So what I'm going to do is, Miss Felicia Weathersby Marshall, she said, so what solution am I proposing? There's one solution, and there's only one solution. Tell everybody you know, to tell everybody that they know, to tell everybody that they know that lives in this city and do not vote.
Yeah.
Register to vote. Change our leadership. We need somebody in office that's willing to work with everybody that's important to what happens in this city. We need them to be able to work with everybody.
Yeah.
Whether it's city council, whether it's the mayor, whether it's Hines County, and they can't be afraid of the state. I've seen this mayor bombard the city council, and then he gets up to the state with Tate Reeves and he acts like a child. He's afraid. You cannot be afraid of the people that's holding your money when you know they owe you money. That's like me lending Chantel $100 and then coming back to her knowing she has my money and be like, Chantel, if I can get my money, it's okay, but if you can't give it, I understand. No, I want my money.
Well, the first thing they gonna say now, you've been around Miss Johnson too long. But they don't know our spirits connected. You are right. That's all I can say. You are right. And when you call it like
you have to be willing to stand up and fight for what you know is right.
I totally agree.
But we cannot do it if we're allowing the same people to go to the polls and keep electing the same friends, whether they lying brothers, whether they lying sisters, whatever they are, whether they just friends for life. We keep allowing the same people to go to office every 4 years because we won't get out and vote. We'll sit around. We'll go to every game on Jackson State schedule. Yep. We'll go to every new movie that comes out. We'll go to every new restaurant. We'll stand in line for 3 hours sometimes to eat.
Yep.
But then we won't stand in a voting line for 30 minutes or 20 minutes because it's just not that important.
Yeah.
But then when you're standing in line for water for 3 hours or driving all your gas out trying to find water, then all of a sudden you're so upset about the people in office.
Yeah.
Well, guess what you could have done different? You could have voted them out.
Yeah.
You could have voted them out.
And with that, y'all,
you wouldn't be in line for water.
And with that, y'all, we going to leave that on your hearts and let it marinate on your spirit because we running out of time. Mr. James, as you know, hey, When you get well, come on and sit right here. Cause call in because everything what you saying, the citizens need to hear it. And they need to know that it's people like us that actually care and have a solution to the problem. And the solution is voting. So I want to encourage anyone who has lost a child to get in contact with Miss Felicia Marshall with Grant Me Justice. I want to encourage anyone who know anything about these crimes, call 355-TIPS. And I want to encourage you to get out there and vote. It's something in it for you. It's something in it for you. I want to thank everyone from tuning in tonight. I want to thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank my guests for, hey, laying it out on the table. And they say let the chips fall where they lay, and baby, they done laid down. So tune in with us every Wednesday night from 8 to 9 p.m., Friday nights from 7 to 8 p.m. on The Herd is the Same. It is for the community. And as you all know, say his name, Christopher.